I be having to tell niggas, they be thinking, nah, he just
I do this for fun.
spoon-fed. Nah, I ain't like that.
I just have to show y'all real quick. It's one of my hobbies.
Nah, I watched you, but you some low. What's up, cuz? I'm not pissing you ain't mad.
Yeah, don't ever play with him.
I got paid to say that.
Oh, see, bro? Son, come on,
I kept it real. I got paid. But I know the real truth, right? No, when I got paid.
Hey, who paid you?
50 Cent.
I can't believe a stand-up dude doing his time would suddenly say, I don't want to be here no more. I'm going to become a rat bastard.
You mentioned Meech. Have you spoke to Meech at all?
I had a text message conversation back and forth with him because he's in the halfway house. So.
What do you think his next move should be?
Well, he got a lot of things he can do, man. He might want to make a movie. He might want to do some different things where, because I understand how important real is to our culture, right? But when you develop in television, it's to find the best possible story you can find and then make up some things. You got to make up things because your life would intersect with Charlamagne's life, so I immediately get a little lawsuit when we get over there. This would, you understand what I'm saying? You got to change things around a little bit, and then.
Right now, it seems like 50 Cent might have messed up. Lil Meech is firing back hard after 50 tried to label his father, Big Meech, as a snitch. The twist? It turns out 50 might have been twisting the facts. A few weeks ago, 50 went all out on social media, trying to expose Big Meech, posting memes and rants, claiming he had exclusive papers proving Meech cooperated with the feds. But the reality? That paperwork has been public for years, and 50 already knew about it when he approved Lil Meech for the BMF series and even funded his acting lessons. If 50 really thought Big Meech was a snitch, why would he build a whole show around him and mentor his son? Something doesn't add up, and now the drama's escalating. People are coming forward saying 50 paid them to spread snitch rumors about Meech. If true, it means 50's campaign wasn't about the truth. It was about his own ego. Word is, he got salty when Meech linked up with Rick Ross. Instead of just admitting he felt betrayed, 50 started a smear campaign with fake evidence. It doesn't stop there. 50 recently dropped another IG post claiming Meech told his former associate, Tammy Cowens, to snitch. But again, 50 knew all of this when he worked with Lil Meech on BMF. Why bring it up now like it's something new? The whole thing is spiraling out of control, and it's not looking good for 50. Lil Meech is firing back, and he's not holding back. He's warning that 50 needs to pay for disrespecting his father and ruining the BMF series. This isn't just about him. It's for all the actors and crew members who lost their jobs over this drama. But what's Lil Meech's next move? Is 50 exposing himself as a hypocrite, or is there a bigger reason why he's still pushing the snitch narrative? Just when we thought 50 might back off, boom, he drops another post doubling down on the snitch accusations. This time, he even dragged Big Meech's name through the dirt, claiming he told Tammy to cooperate with the feds. But why bring it up now when he was already aware of this when he brought Lil Meech into the BMF project? It's starting to look like this whole thing isn't about snitching at all. It's personal. Fans are calling 50 a hypocrite, and the questions are piling up. Why did he work with Tammy in the first place if he's so disgusted by snitching? Why now, when the paperwork's been out for years, is he making a big deal about it?
And do you think Big Meech told on somebody to get out, snitched, did anything extra?
No. Let me tell you why. Big Meech's paperwork is public records. There is no proof that Big Meech said, hey, bust him, bust him, bust him. Now, the situation with the lady Tammy, the female that he cool with or whatever, mess with whatever, I was having an argument with somebody about this last night. Now, if we go by prison rules and standards, Big Meech didn't sit down with the agents and say, hey, my bro gonna go ahead and settle boy up for me, so make sure y'all give me the credit. So we couldn't make a move on him because his name not in the paperwork for saying, authorizing this. Now, what she did, what would happen, The killers, the homies will be like, well, listen, bro, she your people, she did that with your name on it, so you gotta have her hit. You gotta either have her killed, or you gotta bring a move to her because she implicated your name, or the people got your name, your BMF, whatever, in this situation. You gotta handle this. So I was telling him, I said, bro, this is one of them situations where he had a ride or die. She jumped on him like, I'm gonna get him out here by any means. And you know, I say now we can't just up and say this. You know, people be like, common sense. Well, man, did they have that talk? I don't know. So I don't think, you know, I got my own situation. I don't really think that far into nobody else's situation anyway. But I do my content. Yeah. But if you see, you know, it's selective politics and it's selective who they gonna call a rat or who they not gonna call a rat in this industry. So we've been saying that since I've been home. But at the end of the day, Big Meech name out of that stuff, his company name in it.
I was still trying to find myself. My dad was calling me from jail every day. He was like, man, what you gonna do? I'm like, shit, I don't know. I always knew I wanted to be my own person. It's just hard, you know, to live up to my dad's name. And he called me one day, he's like, man, they looking at Terrence Howard and Nipsey Hussle. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to play me, but you gotta go to acting class so you can get ready. So I met 50. 50 put me in acting classes for 2 years in LA. Invested in me, paid for the acting classes. I had to go every day, two times a day, 5 days a week. In the morning, in the afternoon, come back home, study again, do the same thing the next day.
Wow, and a ball player.
Yeah, but I put in the work though, and it showed me that 50 couldn't get me the job. I had to get myself the job. My dad couldn't get me the job. They would have hired somebody else that already had acting experience. I had no experience. So I was coming.
I didn't know that they said I was the only person that 50 sent up. I ain't know that. I'm gonna be honest. Tony Yayo told 50 Cent himself, y'all could Google it. Tony Yayo said, I wouldn't do that if I was, cause Tony Yayo know them ain't got no money. Come on, man, look at Tony Yayo and Auntie Murder. Them need facials. Oh, skin ain't even right, boy. But look, 50. Boy, I see you struggling making that G-Unit film studio out there in Louisiana where that cheapest land at. You thought you was gonna be able to do it. You thought you was gonna be able to get them loans and it ain't. What's wrong? What's taking so long? I know you wanna make your mama one of them walking stars thing put down there. How your mama live. Make her own walking star. Get one of them Bel Air bottles to hold up on these niggas. Man, you heard what I just said? The skin bad, man. You see that Auntie Murder? Ain't ever killed nothing. But that need a facial so bad. When I be seeing them blackheads on them skin, damn going bad. And 50, stop. You left your last because of something they said had to do with me. Don't leave Tony Yayo that. Come on, don't leave Louisiana. Don't quit like that because you showed a picture of how you wanted it to look. We call it renderings. You had the renderings, then you try to go get them loans and ain't nobody loan you that money. You ain't even built the G-Unit studio yet. That might be why when I stood next to Meech, your knees buckled. Put your back against the wall. You're hustling. 50, who own your masters? Who own your masters? I buy your masters. You better shut up. I will buy your masters.
Fans are wondering what's next. Will 50 back off, or is this whole thing just a setup for hype? And is Rick Ross really plotting to buy 50's masters, or is he just enjoying the chaos? One thing's for sure, Ross is loving every second of it. But beyond the beef, let's talk about the business side. 50 Cent has always been known for making business moves that benefit him in the long run, but this situation seems different. His whole BMF empire was built off Big Meech's legacy, and it's hard to deny that his decision to give Lil Meech a shot in the first place was largely motivated by respect for that legacy. He saw something in Lil Meech that others didn't, and he was willing to invest time and money into him. He didn't have to do that, especially when the industry was skeptical about his acting abilities. But 50 took the risk, paid for his acting lessons, and put him in a position to succeed. So, why all of a sudden does it seem like 50's turning on the very people he helped elevate? Some say it's about loyalty, others say it's about pride. But what's clear is that 50 is willing to do whatever it takes to protect his brand, even if it means tearing down the very people who helped him build it. The way 50 is handling this situation is raising a lot of questions. He's doubling down on his accusations against Big Meech. But why? If the paperwork was out for years, why is he making it such a big deal now? Some think it's a calculated move to stir up attention for the new season of BMF. Others believe it's just personal. It's about revenge after Meech chose to work with Rick Ross instead of staying loyal to him. Either way, it's becoming clear that the lines between business and personal are blurring, and 50's motives are starting to look a little murky. Meanwhile, Lil Meech is doing everything he can to stay in the spotlight. He's not backing down. From the drama, posting photos and videos to remind people that he's still very much a part of BMF, despite the chaos. Fans are starting to wonder if this whole beef is nothing more than a PR stunt to promote the show. But then again, the timing is just too coincidental. Filming for the new season wrapped long before the drama started, so it's possible that this is all just a case of bad timing or calculated chaos. Either way, it's definitely working to keep the show in the public eye. As the drama unfolds, it's clear that no one is backing down. 50 Cent is still going hard with the Snitch allegations, Lil Meech is holding his ground, and Rick Ross is in the mix, fueling the fire. It's no longer just about BMF, it's an all-out war in the industry. And with all the accusations and back and forths, it's hard to see how this will end. Fans are left wondering who's really in the right, who's just playing the game, and whether any of this will actually affect the success of BMF in the long run. One thing's for sure, this is far from over. The drama between 50 Cent, Lil Meech, Big Meech, and Rick Ross is only heating up, and the world is watching to see what happens next.